But let me ask you, less than a couple of weeks away from Wrestleversary 4, you seem to have won the battle of the mind games between yourself and Flynn over your storied feud and rivalry and many matches. But you got the ball is certainly in your half of the court, a Camden Street Fight, a stipulation that's very much in your wheelhouse. 2 weeks away from Wrestleversary 4. Where's your mind at, my friend?
Well, my mind's feeling pretty damn good, Johnners. You see, you said a battle of two minds, but Flynn Burden must not have a bloody mind, because he's the one that actually challenged me to this Camden Street Fight, my own stipulation. Now, does that sound like a man that has all his faculties in check? To me, it doesn't. So, yeah, I'm feeling pretty damn confident, to be honest, mate.
Let me ask you, Sid, you've sank to some pretty low depth to regain and retain your championship over all these months, especially in the matches you've had with Flynn. What sort of depths will we see you sink to in Cheltenham at Wrestleversary 4, my friends, to retain your championship once again?
I said this in the last interview that I did with you, all right? I don't know how many times I can say it more clear, all right, Johnners? I don't care what kind of depths, as you call them, that I have to sink to. I've done what I've needed to do to win. And I'm the one with the belt still around my waist. Am I not? Answer me.
You are.
Yeah, I am. Exactly. And now, this Camden Street Fight, there are no depths, because anything goes. Nothing's too depraved. Nothing's too hardcore. Nothing is beyond the line. So when I beat you, Flynn, and you better listen to me, boy, when I beat you...
Oh, I'm listening to you. Keep spouting your bull.
You wait till I fucking finish, all right? There is
I will not. I will speak when I want to speak, Sid.
Right, all right.
Well, there's no excuses. All you do is
there's no excuses you're going to be able to make, all right,
boy? All you
do
is talk. You can never win a fight against me. You never have. You never have. Because all you've done is cheat. So that's why I challenged you to the Camden Street Fight. Because you, Sid, need putting down for good.
Yeah, all right, mate. All right, keep talking.
Connor, I'm going to hand over to you. Do you have any questions for either Flynn or Sid? I'll hand over to my colleague there.
Yes. Thank you very much, Jonas. First question is to you, Sid. Good to see you preparing for your matchup in the next couple of weeks. I wanted to ask you about the Openweight Championship. Obviously, you've held on to that belt for a while now. How important is the Openweight Championship to you?
A while. I've held it for about a year and a half, all right?
It must be pretty important for him, Connor, because he stole it, remember? He stole it for a whole year.
I stole it and then I won it fair and square. Did I not?
Yeah, in a match where there was no disqualifications. Let's see you put that match in place, that past match that you won that belt on, when there was disqualifications involved.
Yeah, and that wasn't at the Camden Street or a Bristol Street Fight, one of the two. But that seems to be your speciality, Sid.
Well, that's where I feel at home, you know. That's where I feel at home. When anything goes, you can use any weapons you want, because I don't care about the other person. I don't care about sportsmanship. I'm going to do whatever I can to win. And like I was saying...
That's your problem, Sid. That is your problem. You don't care.
You let me finish,
don't
boy.
care.
You let me finish, boy.
You dammy little geezer, shut your mouth. Because the thing is,
proved
you
a
have
very
never
fruitful
cared. I live
tactic,
with you.
I am still the Openweight Champion, am I not?
Sid.
Am I not? Who's got the gold, mate?
Yeah. Yes, you are the champion for now. In 2 weeks, Daddy's getting that belt. But remember, I lived with you for a whole year. I know how much you don't care about other people. Okay, did you forget about Danny Luna? A girl that you poisoned for well over, 3 years? A girl that you poisoned who finally wised up and dumped your ass and beat you. Remember that?
Go on.
Remember that, yeah? Things you don't care about. You don't care about anything, so you don't care about that belt. And that's why you don't deserve to hold that belt.
That's right, mate. We'll
as
see.
I said from day one, since we've been doing this back and forth, from day one, I told you, I bleed SWW. I've been there since the damn beginning. And if anyone deserves to hold that belt, it's me. I've never held a singles belt in SWW. I've never gone after a singles belt in SWW until now. Because the timing was right. And you don't deserve to hold that belt. You don't care about anything. And I'm going to show you how little I care about you on June 2nd.
Yeah, you bring it, man. You just bring it. We'll see who's holding the goal when the match is over.
As I said, you know I'm going to bring it. You know I'm going to bring it. John, as you talk about mind games, you talk about the mind games that Sid Oakley's playing with me. He doesn't faze me. He is not on my radar. A gammy little geezer like Sid who's sat there right now drinking, smoking. Right? You talk about a champion right here. Look at this. Look at the state of him.
Flynn, let me ask you.
He's
what
there
will it
getting
mean to
interviewed
you?
in the room Joe Pesci was shot in Goodfellas.
Let me ask you, Flynn. What will it mean to you to walk out June the 2nd from the Cheltenham Town Hall Wrestleversary 4 as the new Openweight Champion? What would it mean to you, my friend?
Yeah, that means everything, Jonas. That belt, I've been there since its inception. I've been there since SWW's inception. I bleed SWW. I love this company more than anything. And I want to hold a championship here, represent SWW the way it should be represented. That's not to take anything away from any of the other champions. The main champion I've got an issue with is Septic Sid Oakley.
Well, that's the thing. You just said it. You just said it, didn't you? You've been there since day one, and you've never won a title, have you, mate? So what does that say about
I've
you,
won
pal?
titles in SWW, Sid. Think about your history. Are you too drunk right now? Because you're certainly becoming belligerent. I've won
Guys,
tag
I
team
think we're going to have
championships
to.
in the past.
We're going to have to wrap
Go
there.
on,
But if
Jonas.
you've got any final words, Flynn, that you'd like to say to Sid, and Sid that you'd like to say to Flynn, because we are less than 2 weeks away from Wrestleversary 4. That's Camden Street Fight for the SWW Openweight Championship. Flynn, I'm going to let you go first as the challenger.
Yeah, you say, Sid, that you are Camden born, Camden bred, and before very long, you'll be Camden dead. Yeah, you will be dead come June 2nd. So you may talk about death like it's an easy thing, so you don't fear death, and you don't fear the Reaper, baby, but you're gonna fear the Flynn Daddy when I beat your gammy little ass at Cheltenham Town Hall. Wrestleversary 4. Wrestleversary in general, I've never been defeated. I beat you last year at Wrestleversary, and this year it's gonna be a goddamn repeat.
Sid, your retort.
Listen, mate, Camden Street Fight, okay? A match I've never lost. I've beaten a who's who of British wrestling. Kyriakos Tumbas, Callie Gray, Tate Mayfez, Nico Angelo. They're all people that I've beat. They're all people that are far, far more formidable than you. All right, pal? You issued this challenge and I accepted it out of the kindness of my heart to you. But there's going to be no kindness when we meet next weekend, mate. I promise you that.
I wouldn't expect anything
I
less.
said after the last show, you let me finish. I said after the last show that you're going to see just how scary of a monster I can really be. All right.
There we go.
And I think you know what you're prepared for, but you don't really, mate. You don't really. We'll see what happens. All right?
I know exactly what I'm prepared for, Sid, and you don't know how low I can sink to beat you.
Yeah.
Remember this.
John has
Your
cut him off,
reign
mate. He's got
is
nothing
at
else to
an
say.
end.
He's blowing wind.
Oh, I've got plenty to say to you, Sid. But let me
Guys,
fist do
we're
the
going to have
talking.
to let
June
this continue.
2nd.
June the 2nd.
He knows I'm
Town
right.
Hall. for the Openweight Championship,
you
the
are
Flynn
right,
Daddy
Sid.
versus
You ain't
Septic
right at
Sid
all.
Oakley. It's going to be a Camden Street Fight. It's going to be a battle. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. We'll see you in a couple of weeks' time in Cheltenham.
See you then, Flynn, baby.